I am blessed enough to be able to teach at a university where pretty much all of my students are Black and brown students. And that's a huge blessing for me because as a Afro Latina, it is wonderful to look out at my students and see myself in them. And we all know that representation matters. So it is important for my students to be able to see someone who they feel reflects who they are, understands their culture, understands their challenges. The other thing that is really cool about most of my students that I think is interesting is that they're most of them are first generation college students. I was a first generation college student, so I understand a lot of those challenges and things that they are facing. That allows me the opportunity to connect with them on a certain level. But I say that because I think oftentimes students forget that their professors have similar experiences to them. It is really easy for my students to see that in me. They look at me, they see an Afro Latina. I talk about my culture in my classrooms. I also design curriculum that's specifically for Black and Brown students and the challenges that they face as Black and Brown students on our campus. And so, what I talk about in class specifically integrates those things. So, we discuss it. But I think as we are ramping up for the semester, that it is important for you as college students to take a moment and actually listen to your professors on that first day. Oftentimes, we will introduce ourselves, give you some background about us, show you some pictures. And it's not just us, trying to tell you a little bit like this isn't our like family vacation slides, right? We're not just showing you like this is what I did on my vacation and this is what my family is. A lot of the times we're using that information to build a connection with you, to build a foundation. It's a way of us connecting and letting you know that not only are we here for you, but we are like you. We were you. So pay attention to that because when you find a quality in your professor that you actually like, you find a way to connect to them, it makes the class a little easier for you, psychologically speaking, because you're connecting with that person. We will listen to and connect to people and learn from people who we feel are like us. So look for those ways that you are like your professors. It will make you more successful. So if you're like, oh my gosh, I'm a Boricua, my professor is a Boricua, yay! Then she understands, it builds a connection. You are wanting to listen more and pay attention more. You want to show up more. If it is, I'm neurodivergent, my professor's neurodivergent. Oh my gosh, they understand my challenges. Yes, then I can talk to them about the challenges and difficulties I'm having in class. If it is, I'm a first generation college student, my professor is a first generation college student. They understand. I can go to them when I hit these challenges and difficulties while I'm going through college, right? It's they're from the same neighborhood that I grew up in or a neighborhood that's like mine. It's they come from a big family like I do. Whatever those things are, it could be that they had challenges. A lot of times we don't realize that professors are like real people. So they may not know that some of us didn't have a smooth path. They may see us as really intellectual people, but they may not realize that some of us took 6, 7, 8 years to finish undergraduate. Some of us took longer than the actual path. Some of us changed our major a bunch of times. Some of us did not have intentions of being a professor initially and then found their way to academia later on. And so you may not understand the journey, but often we don't pay attention on the first day. So pay attention on the first day because that's when you're going to hear that introduction of those things and that will help you do better in the class just by connecting to your professor.